And good morning, everybody. Today is the 3rd of May, right into spring, of course. Sales season is we're right in the midst of it, and it shows. I mean, we had 5 or 6 top sellers already after one day in May, which is fantastic. All of that is happening because people are following the process of promotion, lead generation, just like Linda Elzey, who is our sales champ again for the month of April. So she's on a run again, January, February, March, April, 4 in a row. And Linda does it by sticking with lesson number 3. If you haven't figured that out yet, that's the answer, is getting on lesson number 3 and staying there until you are bringing in associates on a regular basis. You know, I would say at least 1 or 2 a day, which shows that you know what you're doing. Also, just getting started, getting into the training, and I'm going to talk about that. Today we have a whole bunch of topics to go through, so we're going to just briefly, I'll give you a little background about me really quickly. I'm ex-military. I was a military pilot in the Canadian Air Force. I did 10 years in the military, and then I took the retirement package because I just wanted to try something else. And as any military pilots know, you get a couple of tours of flying and then you get to do a desk job. So it worked out good for me because I didn't want to do a desk job. So I started as a software engineer, if you want. I'm a programmer, a coder. The word, it used to be webmaster, all those things. And Sandy Hunter is the president of the company, which we both started we started the whole process in very early 94. The way to get started is to get on lesson number 3 and stay on it. It really asks you to do 2 different things. One, use the training link on the top menu. It says training. And you go to the first video on that page and you can learn all about just an overview of what you're going to be doing. You will be working. You won't just be watching videos. The whole point of that video is to actually do the video. Unlike so many things I've seen, they want you to be motivated, and the hype and all this and that, and that doesn't work. You want to do something to make money online. You actually have to. So that's the idea of that video. Then you'll also find out how to get your bonuses for upgrading into the silver program. Remember the 12 memberships, you get traffic injections, you get all kinds of bonuses, and it tells you how to do those right on lesson number 3. So scroll down the page and get comfortable with lesson 3 and stay there for, I've always said 2-3 weeks, even a month. Okay, we are a long-term program. We're a business training platform. We're not a business opportunity. Business opportunities are a lot different than what we offer. We are an actual business program. We're going to teach you all about the internet and marketing through all of our different lessons. You don't have to go through the lessons in any particular order. They're designed so that you might do 10 of them, you might do 20 of them. There's over 100, so don't think that you have to go through all of them. We have 7-day support. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through our live business center and our support system. So you can use that anytime you want. And remember that the support system is your sponsor. I'm your sponsor. And the reason I say that is sometimes we've had people where they get in for a few weeks and they say, I don't want to keep doing this. I can't get in touch with my sponsor. And I say, well, I'm your sponsor. You can get in touch with me every Friday for a full hour, and I'll assure you that the answers to your questions will be very accurate. And if you can't show up for the live training, put your question into support and I will detail it and record it, because we post all of these things and they're all under the training menu. So if I was to go into my member area here and click on training, you can see that below, just scrolling down a little bit, you can see last week's training right here. Okay, so you can go through all the training programs. You can even download the files right here, video source file. Put that right on your phone or your laptop or your tablet or your desktop computer. It's a MP4, which is the standard for video. Has been for many, many years. All right. Are there any questions about that? If anybody does, anytime you want to ask a question, just go ahead and put it in the chat area there, and everybody will see it and to their benefit. Many people have questions that they don't ask, but somebody else does. So it's a really, really great system that we have for that. Our program works because of you. You're the reason for two reasons. Number one, somebody promoted, you went to the landing page, you signed up, found out about the free program, and decided that you want to jump in and become a silver member. And the second big aspect is that's what we're going to teach you to do. So you're the result of this training and the fact that it works. Right? The promotion tools and everything are in the member area for you. There are, if I grab you this right here, you can see there's an ebook here that you can download. There's also an advanced video, and it's really, I call it advanced because it's about safe lists and traffic exchanges specifically. So it's going to give you a little bit of extra help with those. I do recommend watching it because it's going to give you some good tips and tricks and things that you can do that will really help. And then under Cool Tools, there are a whole bunch of pieces of software that, again, 2-3 months down the road, these are things that you will want to make sure that you have. You don't need to have them, but they're recommended. I use these every day. I can't imagine going a couple of days without this one. I can't go without this one. I've had this for over a decade. And the same thing with Postbox, my email management. And those, again, are under the top menu. If you scroll up, you can see where it says Cool Tools here. I often thought about drop-down menus and things. Those menus that you can hover over and see different things? I don't mind those, but then when you hover over them and they go to yet another menu, I was looking for something at a website, and I was told just go into the member area and look for this thing. It's a member meetings or something. So I went and I couldn't find it. I went on all the menu, the top menu, everywhere. And by accident, I hovered long enough over the sub menu and another menu showed up because I'd hovered long enough. So it was one of those things where I said, this is awful. Like, I understand a sub menu, but when you keep doing these other menus, it's just annoying, right? Because you can't find things. So anyways, I like our top menu the way it is. And the reason is you see it right there, right? You just look up and there are all the things. And hopefully we don't have to add too many more things, but it's just nice. It's nice to be able to say to people, just go to the top menu, look around, and you'll see Cool Tools. And if you click on them, you can see all of the items on that slide. If you say to yourself, boy, where is that slide? Where is he seeing that? Go to Bootcamp Training, and you can click on Workshop Notes. It's right down here on the left. And you'll notice there are no other menus. It's just that one and that one. That's it. Kind of my rule. I like to keep just, let's keep things compact, but let's keep stuff out there so people can find their way around. Okay. We have a link manager, great tool available. Again, you can find that one right over here under the advanced links. You could just scroll down and you'll see it down here somewhere. And the best thing is you'll see it. There it is, just below the center, link manager. And if you want to see that link manager and these advanced items, it says show advanced menu. You can go here. I did this for me. Certain things I just wanted to access. I didn't want to go through over here. And this one obviously is nice, but it's nice to be able to just have that menu of things there. Okay? So back to the training. So today I wanted to talk to you about the monitor program. What are monitors? Well, let's go look at a monitor right now. This is an example of the monitor program here. I'll just log out of that area there. Let me just log into here for a sec. And there we go. So Rial's in there right now. Really, the monitor program is about being on the camera here, waving and greeting people as they come in. The people that come in that are free, you know, that are associates, have little stars right here. And all you're doing is you're helping them out, making sure they know their way around and that they've seen the video and, you know, about the silver presentation. And yeah, exactly. He's there at customer service. So you're not a salesperson. People that sell things don't sell anything. It never happens that way. The way the sales are made are pointing people to the video with me in it, selling. And that's what I'm doing in the video, so you don't need to do it. And monitors, the whole program is completely free. You will be taught how to do this. You need a webcam and a headset. So your headset would look like, you know, any typical headset should have a microphone on it. And you get to take your time learning how we do things. You don't need to know everything about Rural Profit because you just direct people to the support tab, which is up here, and you'll be taught how to do that. To find out about the program, click on Monitor area and then Monitor Training. And that will help you out completely. You can talk with Linda about the program. You can phone Brian and then go from there. Okay, find out all about it. The benefit is you get $5 in commission if somebody upgrades to silver while you're on duty, while you're, you know, the senior monitor. And you get a whole bunch of associates, 20 of them. And those come from our stock of associates that have signed up through various links, backlinks, and things like that that we have. And I think last count we had 8 million or something like that backlinks. So there's people coming in all the time, and you get 20 of them. And it's a great program because you work for a few hours a week, at least 3-4 hours a week. You'll be trained, and it's a lot of fun. You get to meet great people, and you get to learn a lot about how business works. Okay, so if you want to sign up and give it a try, no problem. Just fill out a support ticket. We make it easy. You just fill out a support ticket and say, I'd like to be a monitor. Okay, and we'll set you up, give you some instructions to get you going. And again, you're not going to be alone. You will come up in the video below. So if you look below here, there will be a spot here that you will click on this link here and you will come up on camera. And there we go. It'll work out really good. All right. One thing that I wanted to clarify with people to make things easy are if you do fill out a support ticket, make sure it's for one issue. Don't write me a letter. The letters are brutal. I don't read them. Trust me, I don't. Tell me what the problem is. Tell me what the question is. Don't have to have a tech problem. It could be a request for information. Short, sweet, to the point. I will get you an answer. Avoid multiple issues in one ticket. Just fill out extra tickets. So if you have a problem with Safe List Extreme, that's a ticket. If you have a problem with the website management, that's a ticket. Don't mix the two. Because then I just send you back a note and I say, you better open up a new ticket because I don't want to have overlap here. Also, if I respond to your ticket, that's great. You know, we want to solve that problem before we go into another problem in a separate ticket. So if you start a new problem, what I will do is I will say, let's open up a new ticket. Okay, so it just keeps things nice and tidy and allows me to answer the question, because on our end we see this big long sequence of events and messages, and I'm dealing with 40 or 50 issues at any given time, and I'll just look at it and go, I don't even know what you're talking about here. What's this got to do with the problem? So keep it clean, and it really it'll benefit both of us. I was asked about website management menus, and I'm going to go right into this because this is a neat thing. I built this content management system because I am, I use WordPress, and WordPress is a content management system, and by that I mean how do you add stuff to your website? How do you add pages? How do you add menus? How do you add content, right? Like, think about it. Say that we were back in the ages of where there were no websites. The first one showed up. And I can tell you that I know what that's like because I had one of the very first websites on the internet. And I wanted it to have menus, and I wanted it, I wanted to be able to add pages. And there was a program, it was called Microsoft Front Page. They purchased the program from another company, and it was a great program. It's really nice, very compact, easy to deal with. And you could add pages, you could add menus, they had all like forms, lead forms, and everything. And we used it for many years, and it was great. Coming of age now, 25 years later, it's sort of left up to companies to create their own management system or use something like WordPress. So I decided that, we offer WordPress, of course. We'll host a WordPress blog. But then we also host our silver packages, which include website management. And as you can see in here, you can control everything from in here if you go through this video here. And this video is extremely important to watch and to pause and to just go through, because it's going to go through all of these items, such as, you see how this is in red. This means that this page right here is the one that comes up when people go to my website, georgekosch.com. Okay, so you can see it's just filled in this center part here. So the question that I've always had a problem with is, how do you add menu items? What are menus? What are they for? Well, quickly, you can see at the top there's a menu up here. This is a menu because you can hover over these things, and when you click on them, they go there. There's no sub-menu, right? There's just the item, and then that's it. Same thing over here. You see there it says opportunities, and then there's an item, and you click on these items and you go to them. And I think most people are pretty familiar with that type of a thing. There's also a menu over here. It says specials, and you hover over these things and you go to them. There's also down here a bottom menu, which you can have if you want. And I don't think I have anything on my bottom menu right now, but I'm going to show you how to create a menu and put stuff on it and everything like that. Okay. These websites are designed, I designed this, I created this so that people could watch the help video and either add menus like affiliate programs where you do have a drop-down menu. Do you see that? You can put as many items in here as you wish. And you don't need them. If you want to have them, you can have them. If you don't, you don't need them. So starting with the top menu, whenever you go onto your website management, you will see left menu, right menu, which are left and right. And then you have a top menu, which is that very top one. And then there's the top sub-menu. And this is the top sub-menu, which is, again, this is all in the help video, but I thought I'd do a little workshop just to, bring it up again. This is the top sub-menu, because think about it, and this is me, I just created this. I said, well, what am I going to call these things? Well, you got to give them a name, right? So I call this the top menu because it's near the top. And of course, there's top sub-menu, which has these items. The nav bar is up here, but that's another subject. You don't need the nav bar either. It's there if you want to use it. Okay, so to add something to the top menu is very straightforward, right? You say, I want to add a page, and you say, okay, I'm going to just add some page here. I'm going to just do this as an example. So I'm just going to put in template page. And you can see right away there's a left menu, which has all of those different things. And this is right out of the box. You're going to have stuff like this. Okay, so because we pre-fill some of the menus, you can put it on the top. See that? Top menu, bottom menu, put it right there. Right-hand menu. So we got our left, right, top, or bottom. And then now the top sub-menu, which you can pick there, and then you can pick whatever items you have. So Say that we have affiliate programs here, and I say, boy, I'd like to, I want to add something to, I want to call it opportunities, say, for example. Well, we have to go and we have to create that item. So I go back to main and I say menu management. Now this is a place where you go to be able to add menu items or remove them. Obviously you can't remove a menu item that has something in it. Does that make sense? Because if you remove that, then what would happen to all the things that are under it? I personally don't like removing things. I like adding them. So what you can do is, as you can see here, we have the top sub-menu, and it is sitting right here called affiliate programs, right? So let's add one and call it opportunities. And we save it. And over here you can see it says, what do we want it to be? Well, I like it to be the top menu. Right, and we'll do the display order. I'll just say 1. So at least it's there. All right, so now if you go to the website, it's not there because there's nothing in it, right? Or see, there's oh, in this case, I think I renamed it the same thing because I have another menu. Anyways, down here you can see it's added all of my different things because I called it opportunities, like this one, which is a bad name. Let me fix the name. What can we call these things? Specials. Nope, can't call it specials. My stuff, my opportunities. Save that. Top menu. Let me see here. Okay, so you can see that what are the odds of that? I called it opportunities, so it grabbed all this stuff. So my opportunities, there's nothing under it, right? There's affiliate programs, which has stuff. So say I wanted to add something to my opportunities. So we say, okay, well, let's go back to main here. We've set it up. It doesn't have anything in it, so let's add something. So we grab a page, and we'll just do the template page because that's the easiest one. And we say we want to go to the top submenu, but we want under opportunities, and we're going to call this one, we're going to grab one of our pages here, 50,000 visitors. You can set the menu order. I just leave them all as 0. I don't care what order they're in. Now, don't go default page, obviously, because we already have a default page. And that looks pretty good to me. Let's create it. So now if we refresh our site, my opportunities, and if you click on it, guess what? It goes to the 50,000 free visitors. Look at that. Now, can you put something in here where I click on it, it goes to another website? Say I want to go somewhere else. I want to go to Hercules or something. Sure you can. You could take something that's currently there and you can move it if you want, right? Or you can create a new page or link and then just assign it to there. So if I go over here and I say, I think I'm going to move this, let's move this to the top, submenu, affiliate programs, my opportunities, changes. So let's go right here, save changes. Let's see if we hit refresh. And we move it. Okay, so it's here. What will not cause a problem is trying different things. If because sometimes to move menu items, it's it'll say which one do you want to go to now. You can go top bottom. You can change these things all you want, but they sometimes are 2 steps. That's covered in the video. Don't be afraid to go in here and play around. You could put a test thing in. Like say, for example, I say new page or link, and I want it to go to another site. And I say, okay, well, let's do a link or pop-up. I want to put it in there, in that little place again, my opportunities, and call it just call it Herculist. And then I want to put in the link. I'd like it to open in a new window, and I just say Herculist.com just because we're testing it. So you would put in your affiliate link in here or whatever you want, and it'll add it for you. Okay, so you'd say create link, and then when we go to the site, hit refresh, and we hover over, and you can see there's 2 of them now. So you can add as many across here. I really don't recommend more than, say, 3. You can add 4 if you want. You just don't want to get it too busy. It gets a little crazy. And again, you can move things around. Like, for example, I don't have a bottom menu, right? So say that I wanted to, I'll get rid of my test here. I don't even know what that was. Yeah, we'll just delete that page. Say that I want something on the bottom menu. Since I've got 2 Herculists now, right? I could go over here to the top submenu, and you see Herculist. We can play around with this. We could say, well, let's move it to the bottom menu, and then save it. So now if I go over here, I refresh this, scrolling down. So there's where the bottom menu goes, right here, Herculist. Okay, so it'll go right down under special websites. I just called it that. And there you go. That's where it goes. Now, this is really important, and you'll notice that my blog postings are here. Google will come in along with MSN and all the search bots, and they will scan this site. And they will see these menu items, and they will track it all down and get it all set up for you. All right, so it doesn't mean that you can't make changes. You can change anything you want, anytime you want. All right. So yeah, Brian, that's exactly right. You can put your YouTube stuff in here if you want. You'll notice up here that we've got all of the different social networks here. Special attention to the World Profit community. Right. We have a community that you can join completely free. It's great. If I go up here under Home, you can join our community right here, World Profit Community. I will probably put a little background on this particular bar right here and maybe put some space in there so people can see that a little better. And no problem, Varn. Let's talk about that. I usually just click on training here so that the LBC isn't on. Email. Email for all. It's completely free, and it goes with your website. In other words, so my website is georgekosch.com. So I can get an email box for something at georgekosch.com if I want. It's completely free, and it's part of your silver. Click on email here on the left menu, and you click on web-based email. And of course, if you haven't got this set up, you won't know what to put in here. But what do? You go up here and it says setup instructions. Click, and it says we offer email for silver and platinum members. Fill out a support ticket and we'll get you set up. Okay. Let us know the name of the email account you would like. Example, george@georgekosch.com. The system will grab your name. As an example only, it's just to show you the format we want. You can make that whatever you'd like. It could be sales, it could be information, whatever. Keep it short, keep it sweet. That's, the old saying. That's the way to go. And then you put your email address in here. This password is going to be your member password to get into the World Profit member area. Okay, so put that in there, click sign in, and you are all set. Okay? Want to go back to the member area, click on this link, it'll take you back there. All right. It works all the time. Somebody said, well, who can I email with it? Well, you're allowed to send up to 100 emails a day. And it's not designed to be a list server or a newsletter sender or anything like that. It's meant to communicate with your new members if you want. You can contact, send something to your family. It doesn't matter. It's an email account. It's completely private, and it is it's great. It works all the time. Okay. The reason I write don't use Yahoo, AOL, MSN, Live, all these things, you want to use Gmail. Gmail is the best because they take all the email in, and if they're suspicious about it, they'll just put it into your spam folder. And you can keep your spam folder neat and tidy because that's how email works. And I went over that last week and the week before, how to keep that all tidy. Okay, so you can watch those workshops. And it really will benefit you. And if you don't know and you just want me to send you some details, just fill out a support ticket. I'll show you how to whitelist. I'll show you how to organize your Gmail really well. Silver bonuses we covered. That's on lesson number 3. You will see how to get them. You just fill out a support ticket and you say, give me my bonuses. The reason that we want you to do a support ticket is because the training on lesson 3 is essential so you can use your bonuses. Okay. Yeah, Mary, it's not designed to send out that much email. Even Gmail has a limit. I think Gmail is 500. I'm not sure. I don't know what their limit is. The reason that you don't need to send that many emails is because you have a prospect manager which has no limit. You can email people using your prospect manager, your prospect emailer. You also have a newsletter system that you can send emails to. The prospect emailer, you can even send guaranteed inbox mail using Email Commander. That will use something called SendGrid or Mailgun to send as much email as you want. Now you have to pay over a certain amount, but SendGrid, fantastic. Works great. I've been using SendGrid for years, and we send 1.5 million emails every month using it, and we've never had a problem with them. Okay, so if you want your email guaranteed to go into the inbox, that's something you should look at. You should also note that when you sign up an associate, we are the autoresponder. We send them a newsletter every day, 7 days a week. They've got the live business center when they log in. So if you're thinking, oh, are they getting information? Oh, they are. They're getting a lot. They're getting a welcome letter, a welcome video. They get access to support. They will see your information over here on the left menu, your sponsor. That would be you if you brought in an associate. So you don't have to worry about, do I need to contact them? Only if you're contacting them and you just want to. You say, oh no, I have time. I really like to, kind of get in touch with everybody. That's fine. No problem with that at all. But do you need them on an autoresponder about world profit? I wouldn't do that because they're getting enough email from us. Okay? Okay. Are there any questions about that? ClickBank Store plugin, there is a setup fee for that if you're new. Okay, so and if you are previous, like 2018 or back, you'll say, well, I bought the ClickBank plugin. The older one that we had, that's fine. This one, the system will know, and you will go and you can get that for free if you paid for the older plugin. And they both will work for you. If you're a new member, there's just one ClickBank Store plugin. You pay one-time setup fee right under here, under ClickBank Store. And it will take you in, and this is the one you'll get here. And this will set up and everything. This is my Easter. This was for Easter. We need to change that. Let's get something else on here. How about, summer is coming. So I'm going to go with this one here. I like that one. Summer is coming, spring is, we're in the transition. And your store will be beautiful. as pretty as you want it to be. Isn't that nice now? You see how quickly that happened? There's the blue sky and the cloud. You could just look at that. The store is beautiful. It's got images for everything. So we go computers and internet, graphics. You can see there's pictures. People can read this, crush your next presentation, load more business, design logos. And all they have to do is click on the image, or they can click on details. This one's a nice looking site. Let's go look at that. Here's the thing though. Everywhere they go is under your link automatically. So if they purchase these things, you get the commission from ClickBank. You don't have to worry about PayPal. You don't have to worry about anything like that. ClickBank handles all of the money and pays you the commission. It can go right into your bank account. And they've been sending me money to my bank account for over 10 years, and they've never missed a week. And I promise you, they're a phenomenal company. That's why they have all these things that get sold through them. They're a marketplace. Absolutely, Mary. It's really, really good. Okay. And Richard Moore says, I don't know if that's a question. I can't. It just says policy covered. Okay. I don't see a question, so I don't know what you're asking. Okay, so just getting back to the ClickBank store, it's phenomenal. You don't have to do, you see all these things? As soon as it's set up, that's what it looks like. You don't have to do anything. You can change the image if you want. You can change the logo. These are all set the second that you click the button that says set it up. Because that's another one of my pet peeves. You get some site and then they say, oh, well, we said it was a turnkey site, but you've got to have a cPanel, you've got to have this, you got to have that, you got to have this, and then you can answer like 6,000 questions. No, this one, you press a button and it's done. Just pops up. Okay, all these settings are set to a standard setting. There's also the ClickBank Sales Manager that comes with the ClickBank Store. And this is for you if you want to do some selling. So you know when an associate comes in and you want to send them an email through the prospect emailer or through the prospect manager or through your World Profit email, you might create something that you send to them with your links already in them, something that you might see. I refresh this every week. So you can click Show Newest Products and you can see what they've put in there. Now, I have no control over these products. They're loaded into ClickBank under all the different categories. And again, this is a system that I built. Okay, and it works good. So if there's anything that you think is missing, you let me know. I'll do the best I can to add it. But there's so many things in here, just unbelievable. Okay, really, really nice. You can search for things, you can show the top 20 products, right? And there is a help and intro video right here. Brian says, what settings do you recommend for the header image? I'm going to assume you're talking about the ClickBank store. I don't know. Let's see what it looks like. I'm thinking probably 250 would be the minimum, but people like images, right? It sets the mood. So if I was to say update settings, let's go see what it looks like. So I don't really see the image when I do that. Even the website, yeah. I'm thinking, for me personally, I would probably be looking at, I kind of like the larger image. I don't know, 600? I think I had it at 750. Let's look at 600, see what 600 looks like. See, 600 is pretty good. I would say, Brian, whatever shows the image the way you want people to see it. Now, if they look on their phone, it's going to look a little different. It'll adjust. But for me personally, I like it set for a desktop computer. I think we're all finding that people are using their desktop computers or laptops to really do the business aspect of the internet. You know, there's apps and things out there that, you know, like Facebook and all that, but though we're, you know, obviously we don't do what Facebook does. I am going to be releasing a whole bunch of new landing pages where you'll be able to change the images to whatever is in the background gallery. You'll be able to manage your own header images and all of that stuff. It's going to be under here, Website Management, Landing Page Builder. And it'll be at the bottom. And there'll be all kinds of them, probably another 20 of them. And you'll be able to change the background to any of those ones that are in the background area of website management. So if you go to site settings here, see we've got all these different images. We have so many. I could, you know, this will be the same gallery used for everything. You know, one gallery, that way it makes it easy. Sandy Hunter picks these images, so she adds them in there. And I don't want to add them in 10 different places. So I reuse the same gallery for the CLICKBANK Store, for your site, and you can have different images on each one. So when I do the new landing pages, you'll be able to pick all of the different things. I'm going to add all kinds of fonts and stuff. That way, everybody has a different landing page. You know, they're all unique, and you should change these for example, what's our next big holiday? You know, you can go for, you know, holiday images, right? Because you can go in here and I mean, you can see everything in here, but you can also click on holiday, and you know, it escapes me what the next one is. May 24 weekend. Yeah, May 24, right? Or Mother's Day. There you go, Mother's Day. So might load some stuff in here for Mother's Day. And after 1 year, we'll have them all, and you could just keep going through them. And you say to me, Sissy says, for example, say that I don't want these images. You know, they're great images. I want to put my own in. Okay, well, no problem. You go back in here and you say, add your own. See that? You can choose a file. You can go to a place called Pixabay, and you can pick anything you want from there. It's completely free. They're royalty-free images. See that? Royalty-free, meaning you can use them. So you load them on your computer. Like, these are such beautiful pictures. There's so many, thousands of them. And you can load the picture on your computer. You click on it. Get a free account. You know, sign up. It's completely free. They don't charge you. And then you can do the free download. You should do this one here. Don't do the big, massive one. That's too big. Like 5 meg. That's huge. Do this one. This is in the help video, by the way, but I'm just showing you. You download it, and then you can load it up into the system. Choose the file off your computer, and it is loaded up. Okay, so if I want to do it, I just go like this, download it. I'm not a robot. So it will say, you see right here where it is, it's in my folder, so I can say show in folder. And I put it to somewhere, it's under downloads, it's called Mare, so I'm going to remember that. And then when I go over here and I choose the file, it's on my computer, it's in downloads. And it starts with an M, Mare, and then upload it. Okay, so then I can manage my headers here, and there it is here, and I can use that image. Click. So what I'm saying is, if a holiday is coming up or a special thing, say that your daughter or son gets married, and you have a beautiful picture of their wedding, right? You could put it up in here. Okay, as long as it's on your computer, try to not put the 30 megabyte one up, because then it's too big. Your image, it'd take forever to load. But then when they go there, you can say, go look at my site. I've got a picture of the wedding in the background. So you see how the horse is here? I can make some changes to it. I can say, okay, well, the image height I would like bigger. The scroll value you can change. And you're probably thinking, well, how does George knows all this? No, I don't even remember how this works. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to change stuff. Let's change this to 400. I don't know. I don't remember how these things work myself, and I design them. I just play with them until the horse moves up. See, there's the horse. See that? Isn't that great? See how the whole bottom part slides up there? But you see, this is what's going to get people. They come to your website, they go, oh, that's cool. And then they'll look around. They'll say, well, how do you do that? I don't know. I just go in and I put an image in. And then they can scroll up. They can see everything. You can change the dimensions of this to make it smaller. Change the scroll value to, I don't even know what this will do. Let me see where, does it move the horse up? I think it does. I think it moves the horse up. Doesn't make the horse gallop or anything, I'll tell you that. But there, see how the horse, well, it actually kind of looks like the horse started galloping, right? It started moving. So then I can thin this up. I can say, well, let's set this thing, the height to 300. Okay, so there we go. And there we are, up here. Okay, so we should see the horse. There's the horse right in the middle of my picture now. And I'm just playing with it. So you can change those things, right? Oh, I want this to be this way, this, and then move the horse up, move the horse down. And there you go. Isn't that wonderful? You could change the color of the font. You could do all kinds of things. Say that, you know, I'm not a designer, but you could change the color of this to maybe work a little bit better with the color of the site. You can make that yellow, orange, pink, purple, green, whatever you want. Only thing, and you can make the horse move if you load up an animated file. You know those files that move to where they go. And yeah, I'm okay at designing, but I'm a developer, so I create things like this because I think that's great that you can add these things and see, you know, Hercules down here. And look at all of these things, by the way, are automatically created for you when you start your silver membership. I could sit on this thing forever playing with stuff. I really do like the way our new system works. It's really cool. Okay, so then you can go to sites like Photor, which is also in there. Just show you under Add Your Own and Manage. See where it says Manage. Oh, I guess it's under Add Headers. Sorry. Photor is a good one. And it's a photo editor, so you can actually edit a photo, make a collage. Again, these are things that go past my skill. Create a design, you know, go in here and you can do this stuff. I think I could sign in. I think I have to upgrade to get some items, but this will be probably, I'm just going to close that. I'm not going to do that now, but what I'm planning on doing is, as most of you know, Flash, which powers our ebook creator and stuff like that, is going away at the end of the year because it's insecure and all these reasons. But I could see this one being the one that I just recommend people use because it's so cheap. I don't even know what it is, but I think it's like 20 bucks a year. And you can create banners, you can create anything in this thing. So I'm not going to create something that does this. It's way beyond what I want to do, and the price is right. It's extremely cheap to do stuff like that online now. All right, and it's fun. It's really fun. And you know, when you want to say that you create a file and you just want to use a banner somewhere, the toughest thing about banners and headers and graphics are you got to store them somewhere. Well, we've got image and ebook hosting right here. You can store it right on our servers. We don't mind at all. It's secure. There's an HTTPS in there. You can store ebook covers, and you can store banner images, and you can also store your ebooks, like complete ebook. Okay, no limits. Okay, so we have it all. We've got it all for you. That's why I say we're a business. We're an online business platform. We have it all. And Mary, where is it? It's right here under Website Management. So click on Website Management, and it will say Image Ebook Hosting right there. And have at it. It's a great place to store images that you want people to see, or ebooks, things like that. It's always there for you to use. And like I said, you see this graphics creator here? That's where I'm going to send people to use Photor or and to be able to do these things next year, probably in December, October, November, December. I like to get rid of things before they actually just disappear. Okay. Yeah, Mary, it's great. I'm the one that did that one because I used to host my banner images that I just kind of created on the fly, and I just wanted to use them for different reasons with a free site. And I had, I don't know, 50 images up there. And then one day somebody put in a support ticket and said, well, I'm trying to look at your banner, but it tells me I have to join some site. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the Flintstones, but Fred Flintstone reserved the right at any time to blow his top. And remember, the roof of the house was made of stone, right? So when he blew his top, the roof would come off the house. And Fred would say, you know, it's my top and I'll blow it. And I had a fit. I said, you know, I went to the site and I just thought, I'm not going to do a support ticket to tell them what I think. I'm just going to stop using them. That's what I did. So then I did the next thing, which was I created my own image hosting system. Took me a couple days, I think, but that's the answer. We will not change this. If you want to see an image, you know what you do? You go to it. Click, and there it is. There's no advertising. There's no, you got to have an account to see it. It just works. And that's what I created. And you want to see a book? There's a book right there. You can test all the links. There's the book. You can go through and you can read all about it. Okay? And there's no limits and all that. Yes, I think Fred did retire for sure. Good. As opposed to IBO. Yeah. Good. Good. Great. Yeah, you can use this for anything you want. No limit. Okay. Are there any other questions about this stuff? And again, just in case you missed this little button right here, it's the choose the file. So you make sure that the file is on your hard drive, and then it will load it to our hard drive, which is publicly viewable. And this part here, you don't need to put anything in long. Nobody sees this. This is just for you. That's like this one, Amazon cover, right? You can change these anytime you want. Okay. Are there any other questions about that? Classified ads, completely free. Completely free, no strings attached. You just go over here where it says free classified ads, and you click on classified ad plugin. And there will be a button up here. And you click the button and it creates it. Same as this one right here. You can do images. Go down here and you can pick an image. A couple of birds. Classified ads, you know, something that might go with that. There's even a white image here you can use if you don't want a background image. €1, that kind of thing. Owl. Okay, so you can pick any of these that you want and put it there. Classified ads. I like these Bitcoins. I don't know who did this design, but it's absolutely beautiful. I just love the design, so I'll use that one. And then when you go to see the site, guess what? It's pre-populated with classified ads from whoever put them in there. And the associates put them in, you can put them in. So if you say, how do I get an ad in here? Well, number one, you place the ad from the member area right over here where it says place ads. But guess what? If somebody goes to your site and wants to place an ad, they go here and they say post an ad, guess what it does? They have to join under you as an associate. Isn't that clever? I like that. They can place all their ads, but they also have to click ads to place ads because they have to have ad viewing credits. You don't. You can just go in here and place ads. All you do is you say post ad, and notice it doesn't say you have to join. It just says, hey, put in the title and everything. It is wonderful, isn't it? Okay? Any questions? We have it all. That's why our sales are phenomenal. And it's not only the system, obviously, it's you folks that are putting in the many, many hours of promotion. Hey, if you want to pick up the phone and call people, by all means. We really would like monitors, so if you're watching this live or recorded, give it a shot. You need to have time though, and you know, that's absolutely important. Okay. Okay. Do you have to click to see if someone else is advertising what you want to advertise? No, not at all. You could put in whatever advertising you want to use. There's no limit. Yeah, and Moulet told me that he was going to start training, I believe, on May the 1st. So hopefully he showed up for his commitment. Okay, and thank you. Yes, that's great. And you are all welcome. I want to wish everybody a great weekend. And again, if you have any questions or problems, just use support, and we'll get back to you. And we'll just keep things running and better than ever. Okay, and again, finally, thank you, monitors. Thank you, Linda, Brian, Rial, all of the monitors doing a fantastic job. It's just working out great. Okay, thanks.